What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be going over 10 songs that I liked in the month of January. Just 10 songs that were released that I've kind of kept in a playlist and that I've been listening to. For the last couple of weeks, I haven't released any videos. And for the most part, it was just because me and my wife were unfortunately pretty sick. Anytime I went to go and record a video, my voice would mess up or I was coughing a lot, something like that. So I just decided to take the 11, 12 days off just to kind of relax. And, you know, I'll release content in February for sure. But I just wanted to end this month off just with 10 songs that I enjoyed that I might not have reviewed. Just these are songs that were released as singles and not from any albums or anything like that. So the first song I have is the Rex Orange County single, Keep It Up. His 2019 album, Pony, is something I still play a lot to this day. 10 out of 10. Multiple songs on that project, I think, have just such a positive vibe, and that's what I love most about him. And for this song, I think it has that positive vibe, but a lot of it is just him kind of questioning if he still wants to make music and just that he doesn't know his fans. But I think, you can adapt that to different aspects of your life, and I don't know, it can hit home for some people. But I think it's a very positive song. The next song I have is Every Day by Haji, formerly known as Haji Beats of Odd Future. And this one just kind of dropped out of nowhere for me. It doesn't really sound like anything he's done before. I remember the first project that he had released, I wasn't big on. Just something about it just didn't sound that great. I've never been a huge fan of his. Sometimes he'd have a verse or two that I would enjoy, but this one, lyrically nothing too special, but sometimes something about his voice, like there's a Frank Ocean sound to it, but it's almost like uglier. So I can understand people not enjoying his singing voice, but for me, it just kind of just hit. Yeah, the lyrics on it were not that great, but something about the hook just got stuck in my head. After that, I have Walking by Denzel Curry. And I was very excited for this song to come out. He dropped a trailer for it and with like a Japanese style to it, and I thought it was really cool. I love how cinematic he's getting. This one's produced by Cal Banks, who just did a lot of work on that Isaiah Rashad album, House is Burning. And he's done some production for like Dreamville and TDE in the past, and I think he could probably release or be a part of a single from this year that blows up. I think he's a producer that has a lot of talent. I really enjoy him. And obviously I love Denzel. The vocal sample in the background of this beat is awesome. And just his flow on the second half, like the Ganja Coppin line and stuff like that was really good. I'm just very excited for Melt My Eyes, See My Future. I'm very excited for it. Hopefully it lives up to it. I know that Denzel said that he wants to make a slower project, so I'm interested to hear what he's going to be doing with that. And the next song is Fish Narc. Many people might not know who Fish Narc is, but I got into him a few years ago after hearing his production on a few of Lil Peep's songs. He has a project with Peep called Goth Angel Sinner, aka Gas. And to me, that's like, it's kind of a controversial opinion, but I think that that's Peep's best project or most mature project. I think that they have great chemistry together. And this song is definitely not going to be for everyone, especially if you like some of the other songs on this list, because his vocals are kind of weird. What he's singing about is a little bit weird too. But I just think that he blends punk instrumentals with like hip hop drums really well, and there's just something about his sound that I don't think anyone else is doing. So I would give that track a listen. The next song, I do not know how to pronounce this guy's name. Nigo of A Bathing Ape, and also Teriyaki Boys. is dropping an album. He's a DJ, and the first single is featuring A$AP Rocky. And Rocky hasn't really released too much stuff. Like, he released that Sandman song last year with the 10th anniversary of his mixtape, which was cool. But if you're a Rocky fan, you're kind of starved for content right now. I just love the piano on this beat, and just something about how Rocky like rides it is just like, just gets the head nodding for sure. The next song is the Quavo song, Shooters in My Crib, and I'm very surprised that I put this on this list. In 2022, I like a new Quavo song, and I really just, it's weird for me to say that. I remember when this song was announced, and it was announced on the anniversary of Culture, like the 5th year anniversary, and I just kind of was like, oh, okay, cool, and just kept scrolling. I didn't even listen to it, to be honest with you. That like Quavo album, just garbage. The last 2 Migos albums, just garbage. Haven't really cared about them. But then I was on YouTube, and I was just getting ready, and the song just auto-played. And I was like, oh, is this like an older song? And then I realized that it's a newer song. And Quavo's energy on it was just very surprising. I can't believe it, that I actually enjoy a Quavo song in 2022. And again, nothing new lyrically, but just the melody and the piano beat on it is just great. The next song is Get Your Mans by Rich Brian. And I had a whole review written out for Rich Brian's new LP, but I just, again, this was while I was sick, and I just didn't have time to record it. So I'm just going to include this song, as it was my favorite track from that EP. And I just didn't know Rich, like, I've listened to a few Rich Brian projects, like The Sailor was actually really, really good, but I don't know if I can remember hearing him just like rap or like bar out like this. Now, he's not saying any like crazy double, triple entendres, anything like that, but just his rapping on this was great. And I have no idea who Warren Hugh is, but I would love for them to collaborate more and maybe drop an album or some sort of project together. And yeah, I have nothing really more to say on the song, but the beat on it just kind of slaps. The next song is CBD by Breakins. This is going to be kind of weird because, like, as a almost 30-year-old man, I can't say that, you know, Breakins is making music for me. He's not. I don't relate to anything that he's talking about, but I do think that he has a very unique voice. And the first time I heard this song, and this has happened for quite a few of his songs in the past for me, but the first time I heard it, I was like, the beat changes like a minute into it. Like it's much more dark at the start of the song, and then slowly there's this like upbeat pop instrumental that like changes the tone of the song. And for songwriting, I thought that was really cool. Again, I don't know if this is going to be for everyone because his voice is definitely grating to some people. But I do think that he has a unique sound, and I could see him really blowing up in the next couple of years if he continues down this path. This and Argyle, very good song. So I'm excited to hear what he has for his 2022 project. And after that, I have 29 by Coda the Friend. And similar to Rich Brian, I had a whole review written out for Coda's album Lyrics That Go Volume 3, but just never really got time to record it. So I just decided to include 29 on here, just because it was my favorite song on the project. And on one hand, I think that he just kind of sounds a little salty towards the end of the song, but at the beginning when he's going year by year, you know, just the progression of his career, I thought was cool. It was interesting to hear. I love like storytelling tracks like that. I think if he could come out with like a solid project, then he could definitely be a lot bigger. You know, if he didn't have the allegations against him. And finally, Rod Wave's Cold December. I will always like country samples in hip hop. And if someone would have told me that Rod Wave was going to sample Hank Williams Jr., I would not believe them. That's a very weird combination. Now, and similar to CBD by Breakins, I don't relate to really anything that Rod's saying on this song. You know, it's a little bit, a little bit emotional, but I will always like his voice. Something about it is just so good to me. Like, it immediately sticks out. He just has such like emotion behind his voice. And I'm excited to hear what he has coming out this year, because I think he has an album dropping. But yeah, those are just 10 songs that I enjoyed from the month of January. I promise I'm going to keep releasing videos. Just again, was pretty sick during that time period. But thank you for watching, if you watched it all. And I hope you guys check out the 10 songs that I put up. Take care, guys. Bye.